Okay, welcome to week 2 of the OVFM with myself, Alex. We're going to watch back some of the games today in a match of the day style. I'd appreciate any feedback on these games and we'll see how it goes. I'm not too sure on the sound quality or the audio quality or the picture quality, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. If it works, we'll do this in future. If not, we'll just stick to streaming or recording and releasing on YouTube a day after games are done with results that day. So we'll see what happens anyway. Okay, but yeah, first game. Firstly, we're going to look at the review of the week. So these are the fixtures we've got this week. Manchester United and Chelsea is being the game that Football Manager has decided to look at as the big game. So yeah, these are the games we've got going. We've got United, Chelsea, Spurs, Leicester, Liverpool, West Brom, Man City, Fulham, Newcastle, Arsenal, Aston Villa, Everton, Sheffield United versus Wolves, Southampton host West Ham, Palace against Burnley, and Leeds versus Brighton. So yeah, some good games in there. That won't be the running order today. Our first game will be Palace versus Burnley, and that'll be our first game we're watching today. So looking at the match preview for Palace and Burnley, I'd like that to kind of just be on the screen for now. You can see Palace are favourites at 7-5, and you've got a form there of both teams looking like they've lost all their opening games. Palace winning in the cup in midweek, but yeah, so that was against a lower league side, so or it might have been against another league side. I can't remember too exactly, but yeah, hopefully this will be a good game. The referee's not getting out any bookings yet this season, but is also therefore not refereed in the league, as I've seen underneath that. So yeah, let's see if he gets his first one up today. It's probably likely in a game like this, with Burnley and Palace both being very physical teams. Neither team are without any major players, bar Morelos. I can't say his name, from Rangers. But Burnley, he is suspended for one game after receiving a red card in the most recent cup game. Okay, so we're going to head over to the pitch now, and we will see the game. Okay, so you can see the lineups there. We've got Crystal Palace in a 4-1-2-1-2 formation. Burnley in a 4-2-3-1 formation with Ashley Barnes up top. These are the responses to their team talks from the assistant managers. You can see Nick Pope and Ashley Barnes were a bit on a downer. Some of the other boys kind of just moderate, really. So we'll see how that pans out for Burnley. Palace, again, a bit mixed, really. A couple of bit bothered players and a couple of players that are well up for the game. So we'll give it a play and we'll see what happens. There's not going to be any commentary on this one. We're just going to play the game out and see how it goes as it does. Okay, so that was the first half of the game there between Palace and Burnley. A bit of a somber half, bit of a boring one really. Not much to report back on that one really. As you can see, it's been pretty even on the possession, 50-50. Expected goals nice and low. Burnley has a shot on target. Palace with two hitting the post as well, with a Cheku Coyote booking early in the first half. 6 minutes in, the referee gave out his first of the season. Let's see how the second half pans out. Dwight McNeil has picked up a knock there as well, but from the report in the match, it looked like he was okay to carry on at this point. So we'll see how that progresses as the game goes on. He might get subbed off. We'll see what the assistant manager does about that. Okay, so that is full time in this fixture. As you can see here, the final result was 1-0 to Crystal Palace against Burnley. A very tight game in terms of scoreline, not too tight in all included really. When you look at the expected goals and shots on target, Burnley just never really getting out of any sort of gear. Palace let them off massively. Nick Pope getting a pretty low score despite some saves, and a lack of substitutions in the game meant that the boys looked pretty tired there for Burnley, and they didn't get the ball flowing at any point. So yeah, we're kind of left with that really. It's unfortunate that they come away 1-0 losers here, because they could have probably got a draw out of that if they just defended the back post from Batshuayi a little bit better in the 91st minute of injury time. But yeah, so that was the first game. I'm going to drop a quick pause in here now whilst we flick over to the next game. But yeah, that was the first game, and brilliant stuff. On to the next one. Okay, so yeah, next game up on the Manager Mode stream, hosted by OVFM, is Southampton versus West Ham United. So we'll have a look at the game here. Southampton overwhelming favourites in this one from the bookies, after a pretty solid start, 2 wins and a draw. It looks like West Ham haven't had the greatest start, but I think they've played quite admirably. They lost 4-2 to Spurs early on, first game of the season. So I mean, I think they've come back quite strong since then. So we'll see how it goes. I'm quietly confident that we can get a good game here, and it could go either way. It's probably for me. I'm saying a draw. A solid 2-2. I think will be a nice close game. So you can see here the formations up here on here. You've got a 4-2-3-1 from Southampton and a 4-1-3-1-1 from West Ham. Bit of a different outlook for these games for both teams, and we'll see how it goes on. Okay, so just the half chance there that was stuck away by Ivan Toney earlier on in in that first half there. West Ham with the only goal of the game after their only shot on target. Southampton had been the better team according to the stats, looking like they were keeping the ball more passing completed percentage. A couple of more fouls in there, more corners, and expected to score a goal at some point in this game by the looks of the stats so far. Seem to be dominating the attacking part of the play, but West Ham holding their tight with that defensive unit of Declan Rice just sat in front of the back four. Hopefully that can carry on going as a nice strong one because it might lead to a few good highlights later on in the game when Southampton get a little bit more frantic. But I'll leave you with the second half and we'll see what happens. Okay, how about that? Che Adams with a very, very tight goal, nearly offside, winning, or getting a point back for Southampton there, right, towards the last 20 or so minutes in that game. And Redmond then threw on goal, 88th minute, goal denied by VAR for offside there. Wow, you can't write it. And I mean, I think West Ham will feel a little bit hard done by, especially in that second half. Really turned on the gas, and their attacking players, you can see, got some high ratings there as well. Really unlucky. Would have expected a little bit more from both sides there, to be honest. But yeah, it was a tight game. Again, no subs used, which is a strange one again. But it was good to see both teams really going for it. A nice one-all game. Plenty of passes, plenty of possession going on. Really good stuff. Southampton controlled the play a lot. Probably, maybe think they maybe probably deserved the win at the end of the game. But I think West Ham are more than worthy of their point as well. So a draw is probably a fair result on this one, I think. And we'll see what's coming up next. Okay, looking ahead to game three now. We've got Leeds, the favourites, hosting Brighton and Hove Albion. Brighton have had a pretty mixed start. Leeds looking pretty solid, undefeated so far. We'll see how it goes. I think Mikey will be looking to try and claim some points off the Leeds here. And I think JVS will be looking to make sure he definitely gets a win here on the board as well. He'd like everyone to try and get Leeds up that table to try and look nice and secure. Both these teams could be looking up or down the table at this point of the season. And obviously Mikey's brought in Gareth Barbosa. Leeds have made a couple of changes here and there as well. So I think both these teams have got a bit of a fresh look to them compared to what we've seen in real life, and they both look pretty decent in their games that I've watched so far. I think it's been a nice tight game. Mike Dean refereeing, so I think we could see a fair few bookings in this one. But I'm going a 2-1 win to Brighton, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so half time of this fixture here, Rafinha having one rubbed out for offside just before the break. Hell of a chance for take the lead there for Leeds. However, it's been a pretty tight game, pretty boring game by the looks of the stats. Not many shots on target, not many shots at all. Expected goals between them is exactly half a goal. So we could be looking at a 0-0 here. It might lighten up in the second half. Both teams a bit sloppy in possession there with their passes completed 88% in, each there. And like I said, a few bookings from Mike Dean there, 10,000 a game, 3 bookings. No shock with Mike Dean in charge there at all, really. Let's see how the second half rolls through. I'm going to play the second half, and there will be commentary coming in for the later on games. We're going to see how it goes, whether you like these kind of intermittent half-time, full-time and pre-game comments, or whether you will like the kind of on and off comments, or like a full commentary. We'll try all three, today in this video, and we'll see what we like. And I'll go for the kind of most popular going forward, and maybe the easiest to edit and cut down as well. But let's see what happens in the second half, and enjoy. Wow, wow, wow. Another injury time goal right at the death of the game. A few more bookings in that second half, and obviously we had a bit of a whirlwind second half. Rafinha scoring early on for Leeds, 10 minutes into the second half. Leeds looking like the ascending team the whole time in terms of the match rating. Players played really well. A very average Brighton performance. No one stood out at all in that team. However, Barbosa, that man I spoke about at the start, popped up right at the end with a goal at the death. They did have a high expected goals, so obviously Leeds scored with a half decent chance, but apparently Brighton made a few more half chances in the box there. Giving away more fouls, but taking more corners and more shots on target, more shots overall. They probably look like they might have maybe snuck something from this if they were a little bit more clinical and their players decided to get anything other than a very average performance. But yeah, we come away with the result as it is. Leeds 1, Brighton Hove Albion 1, and we move on to game 4. Okay, guys, so we're on to game number 4 now, and we've got Aston Villa against Everton, a good fixture by the looks of things here. I think this game is going to be nice and tight. I'm just going to put up the game preview here. As you can see, Aston Villa are favourites for this game. However, that is the same odds as Everton, so I'm not too sure why that's highlighted. And I would have said that probably it might be highlighted because it's from the Villa one actually. But yeah, anyway, a draw taken pretty lightly at 5-2. Darren is yet to referees. This will be his first game of the season. I'm going a 2-0 win to Everton though. I think Everton have just got too much firepower in that starting 11. So yeah, we'll have a little look at the game and we'll see what happens. I'm going to try and commentate this one kind of ins and outs here, nothing too over the top, and we'll see how things go, guys. So kick-off, early doors. We've got a highlight here for Aston Villa. Matt Targett with a throw on the side. 6 out to Jack Grealish, back to Ross Barkley. He danced around on the edge of the area, makes some room for some shot. Can he get an early goal? Just wide of the post. Everton nearly go 1-0 down early on there. Big chance for Ross Barkley. Should have done better in my opinion. Should have stuck that away. Bringing his expected goals up to 0.13 already. Possession all in favour of Everton in the first kind of 10 minutes here. It's kind of flopping and flipping between the two quite a lot. It was kind of steady itself out towards the 20-minute mark, I think. Jack Grealish, Matt Targett not looking too happy down that left side as well by the looks, which is an interesting view as well. Not too sure what that's all about. We've got a very average game. No one having a particularly strong first 15 minutes. The game looks pretty even, both having a couple of shots off target, of course, as you can see from the stats there. But yeah, we'll see how this game progresses. I think this game will span into life very shortly. I can't remember the score from this one, but we have got a highlight from Digne on the left-hand side there of the throw-in. Goes back to Yerry Mina, who's under a little bit of pressure there from what I believe would be Watkins. He sticks out towards Boateng. He's got a little bit of room there, a little bit of time. Finds Decore on the left-hand side there. Cuts it back inside towards the middle. Allen has the ball, back to Decore again. The two play it between him. Looks for Rodriguez. That little triangle working quite nicely there. The ball moves between the three of them very nicely. He's sprayed out of this far side towards Mbabu. Mbabu holds up his man, sticks it across to Decore. Decore looks up, fires it towards Guardes. Shoots. Martinez saves. I think that might have been offside. Calvert-Lewin down injured there. Suspected thigh strain or hamstring strain, I think the game said after this one. But he had to be subbed off injured. And that obviously was not good for Villa at all there. I'm not too sure who came off for him because it doesn't update on the sheet there. But yeah, not good at all. Lucas Digne picks up a booking as his free kick is delivered in by Matty Cash towards Trezeguet. Trezeguet towards Douglas Luiz. Barkley now on the ball, fires it out towards Matty Cash. Loads of room on that side. Digne loses his man. Matty Cash is allowed to venture into the box. Looks to square it. Cut out by Digne. Well done by him. Yerry Mina collects and they move forward. Guardes gets to come forward with the ball here. Trying to force Everton forward. They're yet to really make an impact in this game. It's been quite heavily towards the favour of Aston Villa with booking, and obviously that injury for Dominic Calvert-Lewin. But it's into the box now. It's Tolisso. What a save by Emi Martinez. It's a corner ball. Okay, ball coming in now from James Rodriguez. Puts the corner. We know how dangerous he's been this season from corner so far. Puts towards Tolisso. And I think he might have given a penalty there. We're going to go to VAR. Tolisso seems to have been pushed down as he gone for the header there. I don't really know too much to what's happened, so we're going to see what's happened. It's gone to VAR. Darren England looking for VAR to help him out here. The players are waiting around. This is very much like real life. And it is a penalty. Okay. So, yeah, Yeah, it was Louise who brought down Tolisso there, and now we're going to have an Everton penalty. Can they take the lead here early doors? It's James Rodriguez up against Martinez, and scores 1-0 Everton. James Rodriguez is in fact on fire this season. That's another goal contribution for the Colombian, and Everton lead 1-0. Moving towards half-time now, you can see that Everton looking like the ascending team with that expected goal going up. All the shots on targets going their way. Villa looking to kind of scrape their way back into the game here. Boateng looks like having a great game on a 7 rating before half-time for a centre-back as well. Obviously that ball-playing defender role really suiting him down to the ground. It looks as though they've kept Robin Olsen in goal here, and Babu, Boateng, Mina, Digne in that line. Okay, a very slight interruption on the recording there, and we move back into the game here. Let's go carry on the play in there, and we've got Richarlison coming down the wing, looks to cut it inside. We're into the second half now. Douglas Please makes the foul. No, referee left it. I thought that probably would have been a foul there. Richarlison seems to think so as well. That might go to VAR, but for now Villa come forward. It's a through ball from Jack Grealish. What a ball that is for Ollie Watkins. Can he convert? And it's a goal. 1-0. Aston Villa score. Everton players don't like they're protesting too much, but they don't look overly happy with that decision for the no foul for the penalty there. I think they might look at that. I think VAR might have a look at that. I know they would in real life, because that was certainly an interesting call there. Doesn't look like they are though. And yeah, 1-1. So let's go have a look at the stats here at half time. Obviously we've got the goals with 5 minutes into the second half. So you can see the stats on screen here. It's a pretty decent game from Rodriguez and Decore. Boateng still having a good game, and obviously Watkins' rating will go up now as well. And Everton pass it back to Olsen here, passing around the back. Look to building up, but Boateng under the pressure, but back to Olsen, who hooks it forward as far as James Rodriguez. Tolisso looks up, sees Rodriguez in space, big tackle there, but it's gone through. It's Guardes, can he finish? And he does. Aston Villa 1, Everton 2. Guardes with the goal. And Everton lead 2-1 away from home here. The boys from Merseyside taking the lead, looking very strong this season indeed. Been very impressed with what we've seen from that side. Really good work. Villa are pushing though. They've had a couple of shots on target this second half. I think they are trying to get back into the game, but that could put the nail in the coffin, I think, because Everton, when they've got a lead, are pretty decent at hanging on to it. They nearly lost out to Chelsea the other day, but I mean, they still look strong the whole way through the game, so I think they should be confident going forward now at least. Last 15 minutes here. Let's see if there's any other bits and pieces that can go on. Really, we're looking for something to happen. Last 15 minutes. I know Villa's manager will be definitely looking for something to happen. Everton looking like they're going to fit in a potential free kick chance here. Can they finish this off towards the end? Rodriguez steps up, takes the shot. Martinez with a hell of a save there, and it's over the bar. James Rodriguez fires it in, deep into the box, headed away. Boateng loses out the header to Trezeguet, and that means Villa can now break. Ollie Watkins picks up the ball. He's 3 against 5 here as it looks as Villa break. There's one on the far outside you can't see it, but it's a great tackle from Guardes, and that rolls away. Okay, moving into the last 5 minutes now. This could look like it might be it. Can Everton hold on to that precious 3 points to keep pace with the big guns at the top that have already won their game so far, and might well potentially go further ahead if they don't keep up today? We'll certainly see. Aston Villa, and full time Everton win. See here from the result, from the stats here, probably a fair result. Villa just came into the game too late for me, and weren't able to capitalise on the time they spent level with Everton. I think they kind of let themselves down there. They'll be disappointed with that result. I think the Villa manager will be disappointed as well. Some changes afoot for the next game. I think I think there definitely need some changes in order to try and match up what's going on really. But yeah, I think Villa will come back. They're a good side. I think they'll do all right. But yeah, well done to Everton on a great win. Nice competitive win, 55% possession, 90% passing, really strong. And yeah, we move on to the next game where I'm going to try and do just the goals on this one. And we'll see how that goes in terms of the commentary. Okay, so next up we have the fixture between Leicester and Tottenham Hotspur. It's going to be a pretty tight fixture, this one. Both managers set up a fairly interesting formation. Myself in a 3-4-3, and we've got a 5-back formation from Leicester, so they could counteract each other, and we could have a fairly boring game here, but we'll soon have a look and see. This is the pre-match breakdown. Spurs favourites, Leicester not too far behind. Spurs on an all-winning start after a cup and league win. Obviously got the friendlies involved there as well, Leicester there as well. So let's see how they got on. I think it could be an interesting game for sure. We'll certainly see what happens here. Okay, just loading up the game now, guys. Bear with us 1 second. Boom, there we go. Okay, so I'm just going to bring up the formations here for you to have a look. That's the shot map. So Leicester there, that's their lineup. Again, pretty defensive. That gap in the middle looking pretty exposed. How they've set up to kind of counteract what Spurs have got here. So you can see another tight-looking formation. Team looking pretty happy from what's been said by the assistant manager in the pre-match. Leicester not looking too confident, might have maybe struggled with some passion from the last game. Maybe we'll have a look and see what happens anyway. And yeah, off we go. Okay, 5 minutes in, not much happening. Both teams looking like they've got a bit of the ball, the possession swapping between the two nicely. Pass completion looking good for Spurs, a bit lacklustre from Leicester in the opening stages here. Okay, so Dyer's on the ball, pass it over to Oliveira, who looks back. Gives it back to Dyer. Dyer back into Oliveira, looks turn. Gets out to Sissoko on this right hand side here. And we were just going to do the goals in this game, but the clip wouldn't let me do it, so we've got we've got normal commentary still, normal highlights even, just the key highlights. Could pick up the pace maybe a little bit, but the game seems a little bit laggy. Hope we can get a better computer for future streams. This was a bit crap. Jamie Vardy brings it forward. Leicester on the attack now, but there's a lot of Spurs men back, but that is an awful line. Harvey Barnes through on goal. Can he convert? Just wide. Harvey Barnes looking very, very dangerous there. Might have let himself down with the finish, though. I think he probably could have done a little bit better. Leicester looking the more dominant side of the two, if you had to split it at the moment. Sissoko not looking too happy on that right side, having a bit of a hard time against Castagna maybe. Soanchu, Castagna, Barnes all seem to have his number down that side, but we have got a corner now in the 20th minute, whipped in by Paulo Dybala. Meets the head of Johnny Evans, comes out as far as Sergio Ramos, who looks to feed it back towards the box. Oliveira there again, the man always there for the boys in white. Son, back into Dybala. Dybala looks to turn, finds Lo Celso, who's recalled to the squad after missing out in the first 2 games. Oliveira back into Dyer. Dyer feeds out towards Moussa Sissoko. Can he do something with the chance here? He lines it up. Sissoko crosses, blocked off for him though, but he gets it in the end. It's heavy towards Fofana. Schmeichel picks it up, and that may well be the end of that highlight potentially as Schmeichel brings it forward. I imagine he goes along with this. Short out to Fofana though. He's gone short. The highlight continues. Indeed, Leicester playing out of the back. It's nice football here. The formation working nicely for them. Willian over on this right side. Moving around the pitch nicely is he today. Indeed, in that gap, anchoring the team down. Madison finds the gap to Barnes. Barnes looks to break past his man. He's got Sissoko chasing back. Skins his defender there. Harvey Barnes with a chance. Saved by Hugo Lloris. Again, Harvey Barnes with a big chance. That's 2 really big chances he's had there. And you would say that he's probably wasted both, I think. 4 shots on goal, 3 on target. Expected goal 0.4 to the games. I think he should have scored, but I think he probably could have and should have stuck both of those away for me personally. Yeah, not the best. Maddison looks to stick it out into the box. Lloris comes to claim. Well claimed by Lloris. Okay, Lloris looking for a big punt up the field. Sticks out wide. Picked up by Reguilon. Plenty of room to roam on that left-hand side. Marcus seems to be nowhere to be seen, despite the 5-back. Defenders chasing back. Reguilon still got the ball. Charges down that line. Cuts inside with the big cross. Goes in towards the box. Harry Kane headed away. Back towards Reguilon. On the side. Lo Celso saved, falls to Dybala, and it's in. Schmeichel with another howler. I think he had a howler in the first league game, and that's really not great. That's really not great from Schmeichel. That he's he's definitely let himself down a little bit there, I think. And 1-0 Spurs. Let's go watch this back. Reguilon sticks it across. Harry Kane back up towards Reguilon. It was Lo Celso's first effort blocked, and followed up by his Argentinian compatriot Dybala to stick it away. Not the best from Schmeichel. That he'll be disappointed with that, and I think the Leicester manager will be disappointed as well. That's 2 shots on target for Spurs, and they now take the lead. And we're in another highlight, 35 minutes in. Reguilon out to Dyer. Lo Celso back to Dyer. Looking for some room again. Is the Englishman. He goes down this right hand side. He's going to potentially run out of room. Brings it back to Sissoko. That right hand side looking a bit exposed. So they lose the ball now. But there's 4 or 5 Spurs bodies there, all nice and compact. Dyer venturing forward now at the right wing position for a centre half, quite far forward. Sissoko back to Oliveira. In towards Harry Kane. Back to Lo Celso. Son. Oliveira. Looks to feed it out towards Lo Celso. Inside. Dybala's there. 4 or 5 men over again for Spurs again here. They've got a lot of bodies, all very compact. Plenty of passing options. Sissoko feeds it back to Oliveira here. Kane, Lo Celso. Spurs keeping the ball so well. Leicester just chasing each other. They're sitting in deep. 5 backs hard to break down. But Kane is through on goal here with a chance. Big chance. Dybala set Kane free there. He will be very, very disappointed with that. And I personally am not too impressed with that for a miss. Lo Celso having a hell of a game in the box-to-box midfield role, though. He's been up and down. He really has played that box-to-box midfielder role really well. Potentially playing himself back into this Spurs side. We'll see. We'll see. Ball stuck in from a corner. He's heading towards Didi. Sissoko clears it out, and Spurs survive again. Another Leicester attack goes wanting. There's 4 shots on target for them, nothing converted. Oh, just not quite good enough. Lloris has always been there to match it though. And half time, and the stats are on the screen. It's clear for everyone to see Leicester are probably the team that deserve to be ahead. The passing's not been as good as Spurs is just about. There more corners, more chances created, less fouls. We're looking at 4 shots on target. Half the goal was expected though. I think expected goals is an interesting one in this game, but I think Leicester will be expecting that they should have done a little bit better in that one, and they've let themselves down a little bit in that half. But we'll see what happens in the second half. Okay, moving on towards 55 minutes here. Both managers will be hoping for some more goals. We'll see what happens. Castagna. Ndidi back to Castagna. A little bit of room here. Not many Spurs bodies closing down. A lot of Spurs bodies over to this right hand side where there's no Leicester players to actually defend. Pierre sees that. Gets that right to the right. Loads of space. Feeds it in towards the back post. Towards Harvey Barnes. Can he score? Yes, he can. Great goal. Unbelievable work there. Piera just seeds Barnes at the back post, unmarked, just like his son in the last game for Spurs. And the way Spurs conceded their first game, they're getting beaten at the back post quite often as this back line for Spurs. Castagna feeds out what I would see here again, Piera. And as his Barnes just peels off his man completely. 2 players to 1 in the middle. Vardy was the man to mark there apparently, but Harvey Barnes at the back post, hands to his ears, over towards the Spurs fans. Great goal. Okay, so Maddison over the chance sticks it in towards the box. Harvey Barnes is there to meet it again. It's another goal. Harvey Barnes with a second header. Absolute brilliant match from Harvey Barnes. That's 2 for him again today. And Leicester lead Spurs at Spurs 2-1. Barnes over the whole team over in front of the Leicester fans and the Spurs fans. The Spurs fans aren't too impressed with that. The Leicester fans jubilant. 2-1. What a corner it is from Maddison though. Again, it's great stuff. Hooks into the box. Harvey Barnes there with a header. Lovely stuff. Bish bash bosh. Okay, we're moving in towards the last 20 minutes here. Spurs are going to need something. They want to do something. That front line not really do anything. Son, Kane, Dybala all been a little bit flaccid to this point. 19 minutes left on the clock, and we've got to throw in with Pierre on this right hand side. To Ndidi, William, Maddison. Leicester already nearly threw away one lead. Can they cement this one here with this highlight? They were looking to do so as they nearly threw it against Chelsea in the last game, and London club flying back against them. It's something they're quite used to. Fofana moving forward the ball, sticks it in towards Ndidi. Ndidi fires it out towards Maddison. Maddison moving forward with the ball very nicely. So also chases out towards Castagna. Bear in mind that you probably would think Leicester should be 4-1 up here. If Harvey Barnes put them 2 chances away early, would have had 4. They would have had 4, and they would have been home and hosed by now. Schmeichel, who made the mistake earlier, out to Fofana. Evans on the ball. Plays it back to Schmeichel. Leicester keep the ball very nicely here. Now, after a change of last highlight we're looking at, the Spurs are holding the ball well. So it looks like a game of 2 teams looking to control possession, really. And it's wasteful for Ndidi, picked up by Alderweireld. Martinez now on the pitch. Joseph Martinez sticks out towards Dybala. Moves it inside. Kane. Martinez sprints past his man, 1-on-1 with the keeper, and it's a goal. 2-2. As cool as you like. Martinez sticks it away. They'll be very, very happy with that. Very good stuff from Spurs. Moving it around. They've hit off that pass from Leicester early in the move. Martinez sprints past his man. Sticks it home. That 5 back can't keep up with him. And he's through. Goal scored. 2-2. Game's nice and open now. Either way, will we get a winner for either side? Harvey Barnes will be ruined their missed chances earlier now. Again, look, Spurs 3 shots on target, 2 goals. This says it puts question marks over that Leicester defence again. Really, their attack's doing all they can, but the defence seems to be letting them down. Dybala now with the free kick far on this left hand side. Whips it over towards the back post. Olivier is there. It was Alderweireld, and it's in. It's snuck in. What a volley that is. It's snuck in under Kasper Schmeichel's arm. I think we'll see that again here. He's just snuck in underneath his arm and it's gone in. That's unbelievable where that is. I think we'll see again here. Yeah, Olivier has let it go. Alderweireld clearly thought he had a clear shot of that. Told him to leave it. It's come over. Full volley into the back of the net. Butler looking knackered on that left hand side. Reckon looking knackered on that left hand side. Harvey Barnes having a great game against him though. I know it's against Sissoko. Sissoko having a bit of a stinker. Harvey Barnes having a great game. Dybala again having a brilliant game, a goal, a couple of assists as well. And yeah, so it's looking like they're going to peter out here. This very even game. Spurs have got another highlight here. Can they make it 4-2? Scoring a lot of goals this season. Our Spurs, they've got another chance here. Dybala on the set piece. Dribbles towards the edge. Sticks over the back post. Evans heads away. Can Leicester break here? Jamie Vardy on the ball. Misses out to Oliveira. Brings it back to Bale. Bale now on for Reguilon in that left mid position. Looks to beat his man. Leicester made a couple of subs in here as well. Can't confirm he's on because they don't update the lineups, unfortunately. But it's Martinez, he's through on goal. Schmeichel makes pay for that earlier miss. I think he might have been offside anyway. Yeah, it would have been offside anyway. So yeah, I would have ruled that one out, I think. I wish we could see the substitutions if it doesn't let us. I thought we'd had none all day, but it turns out there's been substitutions. And the game just doesn't update the formation. It's just the starting lineup we get here on the right. Hence why we see Son there looking quite peachy, despite the fact he went off injured. And it's full time, so yep, that's that. Spurs just getting the better of Leicester there. Leicester couldn't quite hold on to their lead. It's the second time that's happened now. They'll be a bit disappointed with that, I feel. It wasn't quite good enough for me. They never looked like they wanted it too much. Very lacklustre in my opinion, especially defensively. Attacking, brilliant. Spurs, again, dodgy both ends of the pitch, but make pay with the chance they've got. Their midfield all on really high rating, so clearly the midfield battle was won by by Spurs there, but they've pushed Leicester back. I think you can see they've just creaked at the end. Schmeichel's let the boys down with a couple of probably half chances to make some saves there. Probably shouldn't have conceded 2 of the goals he did. So yeah, Dalby's got a couple of decisions to make with Schmeichel going forward, I think, here. They don't have loads of choice at Leicester, but you can't keep taking mistakes like that. It's going to cost you, especially at this level where it's going to be every day. It's going to be so tight. At the top kind of 10 teams, it's going to be so tight constantly that you can't afford these little mistakes. Okay, we're just about an hour over the clock, and we're moving into our next game here. We have got Manchester City up against Fulham. If we just have a little look at the games here, let's go bring up the pre-match spiel. As you can see, City overwhelming favourites here, looking to extend their good start here. And yeah, obviously they've got that cup game in the middle there as well. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Bring up the game here, and we'll get this going. And I'll bring the formations up as well. We'll just squeeze that in. City's line up there. Fulham's line up there. So 2 different formations to each other. We've seen a lot of managers matching each other this season so far, but yeah, this is a bit of a different one. We'll see how it pans out. I think Fulham might be potentially too attacking to go against City, but maybe that's the best way to face City, just attack them, and hopefully you can take them off by guard. Obviously, they lost to United 2-0 last week, so City need to win this game. Can't afford another slip up. That would be very damaging for them and for Bailey if they do. So let's see how it goes on. Okay, so Tete on this right hand side in towards Loftus-Cheek, loses out to Foden. Phil Foden looks to bring forward here. City have got a man over there. I think it might be 2-on-3, 3-on-2 here. That City man sticks free in the box, so lack of pressing on Foden. Looks to walk past his man. Don't know about that. That's not the best defending you'll see this season, I don't think, from Fulham. That was pretty shoddy. They've kind of just let Foden walk past there. I think Bailey will be happy with that sign early on. City with a free kick here. De Bruyne looks to feed it over. Back post. Robertson heads away. And as far as our Diaz put towards the back post. It's Phil Foden with a chance, and it's 1-0. Nothing Ariola can do there. Foden through, left on his own, breaks the gap, sticks it away. Yeah, I think there's not much more you can say about that. Excellent team goal from Man City. Well worked from the set play. 5 minutes in, and City lead Fulham here 1-0. As you can see, De Bruyne's put the ball up. Robinson heads away, only as far as Awar. No pressure. Diaz allowed to get on his left foot. Swings it over. Foden, back post. Easy as you like. Going to change the... get a different view on the goals, I think. No, I don't want a 2D classic, those. Oh, they're rubbish, really. Go behind the goal, I think this was one. Loftus-Cheek moving forward. Robinson. Sticks it over. Zambo. And Guisa. Robinson. Can he beat his man? Back to Dahoud. Back to Robinson again. His defender stands his ground very well though, but he's got past him, has he? He's looking for the chance to Walker. Gets tackling it, only goes far as Dahoud. Back to Anguissa. Stands on the edge of the area, sticks it towards Loftus-Cheek. Headed away by Rodri. Isaac looks to counter-attack on this one. De Bruyne moving forward. As far as Phil Foden. With a chance. Penalty. Tete brings him down. Clumsy challenge. Foden will probably go nowhere there. And yeah, it'll be disappointed with that one. That wasn't very good at all. Yeah, I'd be disappointed with that if I was him, I think. Go for replays on the sidelines, I think. Tete. I mean, it's gone to VAR, but I can't see there's been any other decision. Might be a red card for Tete. Maybe that's what they're looking at. I don't know. I consider shirt pull, but I mean, he clearly took his legs out as well. 11 minutes on the clock here. And I think that'll probably be De Bruyne who takes the spot kick. It often is. Yep. Can he finish? Yep. Nearly saved. Great finish. City 2-0 up, and it's you might kind of experience some kind of staticness in the voice here. I think it was always going to happen. I think that City were going to get ahead in this game. I think Fulham just probably didn't set up right for this one. City are very good in FM sims, and yeah, they're strong from that. Phil Foden having an absolutely cracking game. He's so happy. He's got a red happiness on the formation there, which is interesting. I've never seen that before. But yeah, running the 7.4, and so is De Bruyne, running the show. Isaac and Kulu to get involved. Diaz having a great game as well. And obviously you've seen that Edison is out injured today, so they're actually down of their normal starting keeper as well. So yeah, let's see how this goes for City. It's a great start. Fulham going to need to do a lot to come back from this one. Yeah, not a great start for Fulham. Kulu in towards Isaac. There it is. I said Kulu wants to get involved. It's given to Isaac. I said he wants to get involved as well. Bish bash bosh, and they come together. And so yeah, 3-0. 24 minutes. City cruising at this point. They've put any doubters to bed after that. To bed very quickly here after that poor performance against United. I think it'll be hard pressed to see Fulham come back from anything here. But yeah, really strong stuff. Really impressive work from City. Professional as hell. 3 goals, 3 shots on target, 3 goals. Expected goals is a lot less than actual goals. So yeah, I mean, they're absolutely dominating here. Fulham are trying with their corners. They're trying with the possession, having more possession here, 60%. But City are just so devastating on that attack. You can have all the ball you want, but as soon as you give it to them, you know you're probably going to be in trouble. Okay, we're moving a little bit further now, 40 minutes, and we've got another highlight here. Walker on the edge of his attacking half here. Comes back to walk off the back of a Kulu pass. Robinson slides in. Not a great challenge, but it's fed in. Loftus-Cheek heads away. Back to Walker. Against Robinson again. Robinson, he's put it across. Kulu. Blocked. Come back to Kulu, and it's gone in. Wow, I don't know who that's come off at all there. Going to give it a pause so we can see who that was, who it's come off. We'll probably see it in the highlight, but that is... It's not good from Fulham, is it? They've let themselves down royally there. Walker. Don't know who that is in the box. I think Hector there, the Fulham player. Gonna pause it there. We can see who these players are. So you've got Isaac there. Isaac. Walker. Pulls back. Yeah, Isaac there again. He'll probably get the assist for that as well. Christ almighty. Fulham, not great from Fulham at all there. And you can see City running riot. Everyone's on nearly green performance. Yeah. We've had 1 shot target from Fulham. The keeper's obviously done a good job because he's got himself on a 7 rating there. Obviously playing it from the back is really strong as well. So yeah, it's not good at all. Not an ideal bit of work from Fulham there at all. 4-0 down at half time. We move into second half. Not much to say about that. Dominated from City. Bit depressing of an outlook. Robinson having a really horrid time at the back, left back there, knackered. Really not having a good game, struggling. I think he might have even had a knock. I can't remember from the injury list, but yeah, he's not having a good game at all. He's played a couple of games already this season. Yeah, he's not looking too comfortable in that left back position at all. Yeah, not great. Alright, so we're moving on to the 62nd minute. It's been a while since we've had a City goal, which is interesting. Foden, Laporta. Don't know how to say it properly now. De Bruyne, back to Rodri, in towards Isak. Chance, goal, 5-0. Bish bash bosh. Referee's got his hand up though. Are we going to VAR? We potentially could be going to VAR for a challenge here. Did he go offside? We're going to have a look. VAR will tell us. We'll certainly soon see. Yeah, offside. So the goal was chalked off. Isak's goal doesn't count. It was a great team move again from City though. And we'll see from the lines here. Yeah, well off. So we don't need to give too much to that second viewing. Well offside. Yeah, and a very tired Fulham team got lucky there. I think they probably weren't tracking back as much as they'd normally want to. So they found themselves kind of lacking. And yeah, offside anyway from Isak. Good run, but offside. Unlucky with the effort. And he's attacking on the side again here. Anderson with the tackle. Yellow card. That's probably going to be a red. It's another probably needless tackle, I think. It's not good work. And it is a second yellow. Bad to worse for Fulham. He's off. Yeah, not great at all. I think that is actually their centre half. He's got Porter's left back to cover Robinson again. And yeah, pulls him down. Red card. Clear as day. Yeah, the referee had no choice there, I'm afraid. I think 20 minutes in, 3 minutes left, and yeah, just the 2 players for City not on green still. Fulham in disarray. Would be surprised if we didn't get another couple of goals here. But yeah, really strong performance from City. Taking nothing away from this City performance. Really, really strong. Even though they've got less possession, absolutely hammered them every time they've got the ball. Only thing City need to do is more focus on keeping that possession and try and improve that passing. I think that's what cost them against United and will do against the other big sides. But yeah, demolishing Fulham here. Not good at all from Fulham. De Bruyne 6 out towards our. Have they got a chance to make it 5? There it is. There's possibly a hint or offside there. Fulham players stand around with post-mortem in the box. And Aouar's scored. I think that's his first goal for City. Yeah, great goal. Jumps over the corner flag. Delighted with that one. Yeah, great team goal again from City. Really impressive. Absolutely demolishing 10-man Fulham here. Really, really professional performance. Really thorough performance. And yeah, in it goes. Aouar, great finish. Keeper just left on his knees. No chance. But yeah, fantastic stuff. You can see there, he's clearly not offside because Aouar was at the back post there. The other man was offside, but yeah. Okay, so yeah, we're moving onwards. Last 5 minutes, just Walker Foden. So Foden's tipped off a bit, obviously not had a great second half, probably subbed off. Walker and Cancelo not having much to do here today either. City just going through the motions now. I think they'll probably finish that at 5. Let's have a look. We're moving towards the end. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be the end of that. Yeah, that's it. So 93 minutes added on, full time. And City are the winners here at the City of Manchester Stadium on the game. I believe that'll be actually the Etihad. Probably a licensing issue there. But yeah, easy 5-0 win. Isak, Foden, De Bruyne, Isak, Kulu, Aouar, all getting on the goal scoring sheet. All 5 different goal scorers. Brilliant professional job. Diego Costa didn't even see the ball. Orisic and Hag had awful games as well. That back line had a stinker. Ariola's not covered himself much glory either. Poor from Fulham. Great from City. Simple as that one, I think. Okay, so moving on to the next game here. We've got an hour and 12 minutes, so well done if you've made it this far into the stream or video. Really good stuff. I think I'd prefer the quickness of the games when they were just the goals, so I might change this to that. I'll let you guys kind of discuss. Maybe like the commentary. Maybe we need to get a second person on to try and make it a little bit more exciting. Or a couple of different voices. Maybe we can comment over the games and we can kind of put them all together in an edit. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, kind of limited on what I could do today because I'm in obviously a full house as well. I can't go full Martin Tyler. But yeah, no, I think we've had a good batch of games so far. We're moving on to game 7 now, which is Sheffield United against Wolves. Let's go grab the game information here. Yes, an interesting looking game. Sheffield would want to try and get themselves on the winning run here. One win in the cup in the week. Wolves looking the favourites though again. We'll see how it goes into this game, I think. Okay, so you can see the formations up on the screen now. We're going to start the game here. 0 minutes or 2 seconds on the clock. 4-4-2, very classic from Wolves against a 4-2-3-1, very modern of Sheffield United, who are looking to build on that win from the cup in the week. Let's see how they get on. I think this should be an interesting game. I think we could have a lot of goals in this one. Both teams interesting defensively, interesting offensively. So I mean, yeah, both need to attack to kind of go for wins. Really, they can't rely on their defence too much. But PK has shored that thing up. Has shored things up at the back there for Wolves. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Daniel Podence moving forward early doors here. And opponent's still moving forward to the ball. Little challenges coming in from the Sheffield boys. Moves that towards the edge of the box. Sticks it backwards now. Not getting too much support in total there from his team. But Van der Beek, Ruben Neves, that 4-4-2 just struggling to break down this 4-2-3-1 at the moment a little bit. They will have to go out wide. The left back for Sheffield United is not followed out there. Semedo attacking well. Puts it in. Willian Jose. Ooh, it's over the bar. Willian Jose looking pretty good this season, I think. When he has played, he's come on, he's done some bits. He's looking like a decent little player. Yeah, I think Wolves should be happy with definitely the signing of him because he's definitely done some difference. Definitely done some difference on Sims that I've seen. So yeah, F1 wise, should be really happy with that sign, especially if you've got a Wolves in a save. But yeah, anyway, back to manager mode. Burke moving forward here. So I think Sheffield kept the same lineup from their cup win in the week. He's putting the faith in the boys that won them the game. So but Burke is here, and it's an awful chance from awful effort from Burke there, who had a great game in midweek, and yeah, he's kind of just sent that flying wide. Really, it was unnecessary at the best, really. Okay, 10 minutes on the clock here. Neither team doing too much. We've got a combined expected goals of less than half, so I'm not expecting too many chances early on here. Clock keeps on ticking on. 18 minutes played. Semedo with the chance over here on the throw-in deep inside the Sheffield United half. Willian Jose back towards Neves. Neves comes out to Ibrahimovic, but it's cleared away. McBurney is the one to collect. Not many men back now. Can he beat his man for pace? Cuts back. Probably the best option. Great ball head to Burke. Can he finish? One-on-one with the keeper. Oh, don't know about that. That's not Burke's best finish. He'll be really disappointed with that, and I think the Sheffield manager Mac is going to be really disappointed with his attacker there. Because Ollie Burke at Ram there has missed an absolute stone, missed a brilliant chance. I mean, that's not good at all. Patricio will take the plaudits for the save. Of course, he won a 7 rating there, but yeah, that's not the best bit of football there. Okay, Roman Sayes with the ball, playing out the back now, a bit dangerous here. PK on a booking early doors, so he has to be careful going forward in this game. He doesn't want to get himself sent off. That will cause Wolves a lot of issues going forward. Patricio with the ball now, still with the ball at the back though. Wolves still confident with the ball at the back, still confident with the ball at their feet. It's good football. Neto, Van der Beek setting the tone in that midfield today. By the looks of it, he's having a pretty decent game. Gives it away though. Fleck. Sander Berg with the ball. Hooks it forward now. Patricio there to sweep it up. Hoofs it long. Willian Jose picks it up. Great ball through the middle for Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic is storming away from the back line. Can he finish? You can't doubt Ibrahimovic from there. He's absolutely stormed away. He's put up burners there as old man Ibrahimovic. And yeah, I mean, a couple of people laughed at Chubby for this signing when he signed Ibrahimovic, but I mean, you can't argue with what he's done there. He's been excellent. He's proved his quality there. He's proved how good he can be from that point. But look at that, Patricio up to big man Willian Jose, pops it forward to big man Ibra. 3 big players that they've got here at Wolves, all combining. Willian Jose with another assist this season. Yeah, quality stuff. You cannot argue with that goal. Really good stuff. Sheffield United cut open, and the 4-4-2 of Wolves does what the 4-4-2 is meant to do: cut open the middle of the defence. Okay, so 35 minutes on the clock here. Not much else has happened since. 4 shots on target for Sheffield, 5 in total for the game. More possession for Sheffield as well. We expect they probably should come back into this game at some point and provide some sort of entertainment for their fans, for their manager. Heavily approaching half-time here. Not much has changed in the way of that, so we're going to tick straight through to the second half as long as there's no highlights between now and the next half. Doesn't look like there will be no half-time. Yep, been and gone. We'll move straight into the second half. We don't want to waste too much time waiting to see what happens here. Neves, free kick. Very dangerous from here, as we know, with the shot. Ramsdale collects. Easy. Not Neves' finest free kick from there. I think he kind of got caught into whether to shoot or to cross, and kind of did neither. So it was picked up nice and easily. Ramsdale rolls out to Sander Berg. Back to Ramsdale. Seems an interesting choice, but he sticks out to Osborne, who's in miles of room. Semedo nowhere to be seen. That could well be him tracing back there, but Osborne's got the run on him. Semedo with a great tackle. Unbelievable stuff. Absolutely stops the man dead in his tracks and he falls to the floor, and Podence gives it to the overlapping. No, it's not gone to Semedo. I thought it was Semedo, but Willian Jose with another long searching ball up towards that man Ibrahimovic. Is it going to be another chance? It's the same again. Willian Jose with the assist. Oh wow, Sheffield are just going to be absolutely devastated with what they're doing. Yeah, that's really not great. And Ibrahimovic is 2-0. Great stuff from Willian Jose again, another assist. So yeah, you can't argue with that. Really strong. Yeah, great football. Yeah, great finish. Ibrahimovic showing his class again there in front of goal. Absolutely cool, calm and collected. He's not going to miss from there, is he? He's a very good striker. Runs perfection as well. Defence all over the place for Sheffield. Look at that back line. Awful. In it goes. Okay, so low in towards O'Connell here. Sheffield are going to need something. If they're going to get anything from this game, they need to do it now. They need to turn this balance in the match in the 50th minute. They'll have 40 minutes to attack it then and try and get back in. But it's Podence who comes away with the ball. Seen a fair few goals today already. I think this game has still probably got a fair few more in it yet. Podence still running with the ball, unchallenged, unfazed. In the box, shoots wide of the target. Should have possibly done better there, I think. he won't be too happy with that effort. I don't think it's not his best effort, is it? Let's be honest. Okay, so yeah, I mean, the attack, Semedo's had a great game at right back there. You can clearly see from the stats he had a great game. Loads of chances being made. Possession's pretty mixed. Passing from both teams hasn't been great on percentage-wise. Expected goals from Wolves, they're looking like they're in the but there's still some expected goals here from the boys in red and white. They are expected to do something this game. Still seeing the lack of anything real major kind of suggest that they will do anything though, because Podence is on the ball again here. Again, lack of closing down. O'Connell though gets lucky at the interception, gives out to Lowe. Muse on the ball, sticks it well over. Doesn't quite go, but putting the pressure on size again. It's just a little bit lacklustre. Baker, Van der Beek, Wolves taking their time. Ibrahimovic is there again. The old man will be looking for his hat-trick. Sticks it back towards Van der Beek. Donny Van der Beek in towards Neto. Neto with a chance, and it's a goal. Great work. Unbelievable ball back from Ibrahimovic to Van der Beek. Two ex-Manchester United men. Obviously never played together, but yeah, I mean, it's great work. They've stuck it together. That's a hell of a goal. You'll see this again. I think this is probably one of the goals of the day so far. Ibra pulls it back, sees Van der Beek in space, sees that gap in the middle of the fence again. Neto doesn't miss from there. One-on-one with the keeper. No more than 10 yards out. Sticks it away. And Wolves could look to have this game wrapped up after 60 minutes already. Again, look at that back line. It's just out of shape. Neto steps in, finish. I think Sheffield are going to have that back line. Potentially go to a 5 back like they're doing in real life. Potentially make some signings in the window because... yeah, it's been a bit stinky from Sheffield, I'm not going to lie. They've not really done much anything in the window. Max kind of let himself down in the window, I think. Not giving his boys much of a hope. And yeah, they're going to have to probably move to a 5-back if they're going to get anything out of this season, and if Max is going to finish out as manager. And again, it's over the top. Is it that man, William Jose again? I don't know, but Ibra is through 4-0. And yeah, I mean, laugh what you want, Chubby, I guess, but Ibrahimovic has come up with the goods once more for him and his Wolves side, and they are absolutely laughing here. What a signing that is. Barely cost more than a few mil. And Ibrahimovic's hat-trick. Again, Willian Jose again with that ball over the top. Ibrahimovic running through. It's not what he's been known for, but he's just done it. He's just done it with absolute precision and ease. And, I mean, you can't argue with it. It's another great ball from Willian Jose. I think that's his 5th assist of the season in all competitions. Yeah, he's having an absolutely blinding one. Can't argue. 4-0 Wolves. Sheffield look to do something here. Baldock, who was really good in the cup in midweek, goes past his man, puts a great cross in. McBurney, it's a great goal. That's an unbelievable cross from Baldock, right on the money. I mean, yeah, it's unbelievable work. He's absolutely smashed that over his head. Full force header flies into the back of the net. Really, really strong. I think he should be really happy with that. He's done really well. Okay, we move forward. 70th minute on the clock now. Willian Jose on 8.4. He brought a 9.1. On it, Bunny was different to a 7. They're only playing green for Sheffield there. Side's having a good game. Semedo having a good game. PK probably let that booking, letting down. Baker not been seen. Neto and Van der Beek have been stand up for me. Podence has been so good. I think that Wolves team in general, that 4-4-2, has worked so well for them. They've been so good and consistent in that formation. Looked a bit lacklustre in their other games. I've not really seen anything I thought looked magical from Wolves before in their other games, but I mean, today they've been really impressive. Shocked me. Didn't think they'd dominate this game quite this much. 3 minutes left. I think this is probably where the game rounds out. 2 minutes left, and the game's just buffering through. So it might be one more hard to finish. Maybe Sheffield can get themselves a consolation goal to try and recover some form of what to call it really, some form of yeah, it won't come. Some form of pride, goal difference. But yeah, I mean, this could well be it now. He's moving towards the end, and yeah, that's it. That one's it, I'm afraid. 4-1 Wolves, not good enough at all from the boys in Sheffield's colours there. Not good enough at all. Manager needs a post-mortem on that. And yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, not the best stuff from them at all. Okay, so we're going to move on to our next game now. We've got 2 games left after this one. So we've got Newcastle and Arsenal next up. Then we've got Liverpool, West Brom, and the featured game, according to Foot Manager, from the match preview, remember, not necessarily the best game of the week, but it is the one that will be last every week when it's the featured game, and that is Chelsea against Man United. That'll be the last game. Bringing up the stuff here for Newcastle versus Arsenal. Anthony Taylor refereed, giving out 1 booking. Newcastle looking closer than I thought, 2-1. Football Whispers reckons Arsenal are still probably the favourites though. But yeah, still half decent odds on Lopez's team, who really haven't done much at all this season so far. So yeah, still a bit of credit. That Newcastle team is capable of doing stuff, is capable of winning games, is capable of challenging the big teams, and is capable of getting out some scares. Especially with the signings they've made. They've got quite a few injuries already though this season, which has possibly put them behind unfairly. But they are going to have to fight if they want to try and get something out of this game, because they need to get some points on the board early. So if they don't get them today, Lopez is going to be looking at where in these fixtures coming up in the next couple of games where he can pick up these really vital points. Because Newcastle fans and the chairman on this game won't accept being down the bottom, although that is where they probably are expected to be in general, in real life at least. So yeah, we'll move on to the game anyway, and we'll bring up the game here on the screen. I'll bring up the formations as the game plays here. I think we've got a couple of highlights probably early on from this here. So Newcastle playing in a 4-2-2-2 formation, and at Arsenal sticking with a very conventional, modern 4-2-3-1. Yeah, let's see how this game goes. I think Newcastle set up attackingly here. They want to attack the game. They want to cause issues. They want to break down teams. They want to score goals, because the defence they know isn't the strongest. But so they've gone out for that again today against Arsenal at home. Strong choice. Could backfire, but let's see. Bebu into Xhaka, Aubameyang, the skipper skips past his man into the box. 1-on-1 with the keeper. Fires. Dubravka saves. Sorry, Dubravka with a great catch there. He's done really well. Yeah, excellent work there. Yeah, quality stuff. Okay, João Mario with the ball. Puts it in towards the box. Comes towards the back of Babu. Almiron. Mario. Wilson. Leno. I don't know what happened there, but wow, Newcastle should be 1-0 up here. Lopez on the touchline is going to be absolutely livid with his teeth on finishing that. I don't know how they've not put that away. Leno given the easiest save of his life somehow from 2 yards out. And now Arsenal to break. Bebu. Would it be cruel if Arsenal scored now after that? After a great chance missed. Lewis with a great tackle. Absolutely knew what he wanted to do there. Put his foot straight through the player and the man and the ball. Even. And yeah, it's gone. Absolutely slapped it. Great work. Yeah, really impressive stuff. So Dubravka tries to play it out to Garcia. They're trying to just work the ball around the back now. With a bit of a mistake there. Saka picks it up. Not great. They wanted to play it out the back. It was looking good. I was praising it. It's come across. Dubravka saves. Lascelles clears. I don't know. Arsenal looking really dodgy. And Newcastle looking really dodgy there. That wasn't great at all. Arsenal will be knowing that they're ahead, knowing that they've got more behind them, more motivation, because they're seeing the errors that Newcastle are making. I'm a bit worried for Newcastle going forward if they go like that, because Arsenal will see a way in. Saka comes out holding. Rob Holding comes down the left hand side now. Sticks across in, not very often so you say that. Cleared away. Almiron heads clear. Wilson against 4 Arsenal shirts now. Needs some help. Where is it? Puts it over. No one there. Kieran Tierney can swipe that up. And yeah, I mean, that's not anything happened there really. St. Maxam would have been going. Wasn't there. So yeah, that kind of died out a little bit there. Not the greatest start. Newcastle looking like they've got a couple of chances in them though. They are playing good football. Arsenal just looking like they're kind of just biding their time for now. They're looking to pick up them gaps. Bebu again in loads of space on this right hand side. Aubameyang, the skipper, once again skipping past his man. Absolutely afterburners past him there. One with the keeper. Wow, slams it past Dubravka. Nowhere near. Yeah, wow. I mean, he's just slammed that past the keeper. Keeper's left stood still, and it's a goal to Arsenal, 1-0. Again, Aubameyang, little to no help there. Runs past, just slams past the keeper. I mean, Dubravka's got to do better there for me. But we know this game, the keepers absolutely stink. The game wants a goal, but yeah. Okay, moving forward a little bit further now, half an hour on the clock. Arsenal still looking like the team generally that probably, I don't know actually, it looks quite level. Other than the scoreline, it's really level. Newcastle probably should be in this game. Definitely should have scored earlier. So, I mean, could have well been in the lead in this game and draw it at this point, but they're not. And we skipped to another highlight, 32 minutes here. Thomas Partey registered at the last second, thankfully for their manager. Gives out to Kieran Tierney. Looks to hook it into the box. Does so. In towards Aubameyang. Simple tap in from Aubameyang. Gets away from his man. And it's a goal. 2-0. Aubameyang looking really solid. Really solid. Really impressive stuff. Yeah, you can't argue with that. Great work. Yeah, be very happy with that, will he? Yeah, definitely. 100%. Tierney in the box. Gets away from his man. Don't know what the defender's looking the wrong way. Great goal. 2-0 Arsenal. Aubameyang got the double, which will be very pleasing for Rossi. Not so pleasing for Lopez as he watched Lascelles just watch the ball go past him. Kieran Tierney on a 7.2. Bebu on a 7. Aubameyang on a 7.5. Really good start from them boys there. 38 minutes in, the ball's behind the goal here. I think it's probably an Arsenal corner. It looks like it. Odegaard sticks it over. Aubameyang, head at the back post. And it's gone wide. Aubameyang free header there, claps the corner, but he knows he probably should have done better there. He's on an 8.4. It's put his rating up even further. I think he probably should have scored that though. It's a big chance miss for me. Okay, moving forward, Kieran Tierney on the right hand side now of this throw in. Come over to take that throw in. He's got to run across the other side of the pitch now. Is that going to favour them over because he's now inverted? No, it's through. They've got a pass. Aubameyang. 3-0. What a goal. What a pass through that was. I think it might have been Bebu. I didn't quite catch his pass through because I was looking at that Tierney run. That inverted run from Tierney. Come over to that side to take the throw in. Not too sure why that is. Maybe the right back didn't want it. But Odegaard, Bebu, seen the run of Aubameyang, beat his man easily again at the right hand side of the fence there. I'll have to have a look at that. He's at right centre back. And he's slipped it past his man. It's great stuff. It's Garcia there who's left stood. And Aubameyang has a first half hat-trick. Yeah, incredible. Great work. Really good, solid. Arsenal. Gabriel having a great game as well. We're on a highlight just before half-time. No, just after half-time now, sorry. João Mario whips it over into the box. Bebu is up with the man as well. I think Bebu might have put that over his own bar. No, maybe. I don't know. I think it might have come off Wilson. It's a goal kick. Oh no, it's Bodie who's at the back post against Bebu and he put it over. Very similar names, those two. Aubameyang on a 9.3. Xhaka having a great game. Gabriel, Tierney, Bebu having good games. No one really looking like they're going to want to do anything from the Newcastle team. Newcastle still got more possession. Still at the corners. Shots, a couple of shots there. 2 on target as well. Corners are really good. I mean, they're making the chances. They're getting the set plays, which are so powerful on this game. But, yeah, I'm not too sure what exactly more Newcastle can do, really. They've just been humbled by 3 really good Arsenal goals. Aubameyang breaking the line down every time. Defensive errors, maybe you could say. And, yeah, we're at another highlight now. 65 minutes on the clock. Tierney into Saka. Saka back as far as Thomas Partey. Partey into Xhaka. Xhaka looks up. Bebu, the chance. Ooh, great save. Oh, no, it's over the save. It's wide. Incredible. Bebu should have done better there on his left foot. I think he probably knows he should have scored there. Again, Rossi will be a little bit disappointed with that, but 3-0 up, you're kind of happy enough with the result. But you want your strikers to be putting away every single chance they can get. The best on-form strikers. I mean, when he comes up against the teams like City, Liverpool, Chelsea, United, Spurs, he's going to need his strikers on good form. And yeah, that wasn't great. Bebu's greatest shot, but he's still running at a 7.4, so he's still obviously having a really good game down that right-hand side, giving Jamal Lewis a hard day. That's for sure. Saka and Wagu, I don't know how to say his name, but again, pretty null and void game from their side. The ball doesn't appear to be going on their side at all, really. Torreira now got the ball though. We are on that right hand side. It's shifted over. Baku in the DM role now. He's come on as a sub. Nelson looking to move forward. Nelson on as a substitute as well. We're in the camera by the looks of it. He's absolutely sprinting past his man there. It's easy. It's Aubameyang. It's 4. There we go. Bish bash boss. Left foot finish. Keeper dives. Not quick enough. And yeah, it's a great goal. Baku run through the middle. Odegaard run through the middle into Baku. And Baku into Nelson. Nelson charges through his man. Again, Aubameyang runs past that line of defenders, and 6 past the keeper. Let's have a look here again. Nelson, after bend the path 1. John Joe Shelby can't get near him. He takes it past him as well. Sees Aubameyang coming through. That dummy run through the middle as well. Back post. Goal. Really, really good work. Almiron's having a shocker. 5.9. I believe he got subbed off at that point. Really, really poor game from him. Not what we expect from Almiron. But yeah, again, Newcastle, like I said, it's not an excuse, but a lot of injuries in this team already. I think they've got 3 or 4 injuries already. It's cost him here, and yeah, Lopez will be struggling really with to kind of accept that he's lost that one. But Wagger's got a chance here, puts it across the box. Carroll, goal. I think that one's going to count as well. No VAR looking at that one, I don't think. It appears to have said something to Leno on the way past there as well. And Newcastle fans are happy they've seen their team notch. Andy Carroll off the bench. Great header, great crossing as well. It's really good work on the right hand side. Isaac Hayden from Mario. Mario again, first time ball. Or it might be Shelby maybe, I don't know. Put it in, great header. Yeah, I mean Arsenal asleep there. Tierney nowhere to be seen. Great work, really, really great work. Okay, moving on. Last few minutes on the clock here. Andy Carroll happy with that collector's item goal. 10 out of 10 for Mario up front. Lascelles having a decent game. By the looks at Mario having a decent game. Attack letting Newcastle down again, really. Full time, 4-1. Not too much more to say about that than we haven't already said in the game. Newcastle, a bit lacklustre. Arsenal, fantastic in attack. A couple of moments in defence where they could have done better, but Ross would be happy with that. Lopez would be disappointed with that, to say the least, I think. Especially considering they had more possession, better passing accuracy. 18 corners, 10 shots, only 3 on target. You've got to ask questions about that Newcastle attack. Injuries haven't played their part, like we said before, but yeah, not the best, not the best. Okay, Liverpool versus West Brom now. I'm just going to bring up the stuff on the screen here to have a look at the game. Liverpool in good form, coming in off 3 wins, favourites to win the game. West Brom probably not going to get too much out of this. They're going to try their hardest. Mark Atkinson refereeing here, giving out a couple of bookings before as well. West Brom have got a bit of an uphill battle here, but we'll see what happens. Liverpool will be happy and confident with their team, unchanged again here. West Brom made a couple of changes from the cup, from the first league game. With they got 2 goal scorers in the league and the cup combined now today up top. And we'll get playing with the game here. I'll bring up the formations as we go into the game as well. This one we are expecting some goals. I've seen the result from this one. Let's see what happens in this game. I think we're expecting a fair few goals. There's the Liverpool formation. There's the 4-1-2-1-2 wide of the West Brom side. Lopez, Bolly, Maitland-Niles, Delph at the back line. Yokosulu, Diagana, Asamoah, Piera, Grant, Cavani, the 2 goal scorers from the cup and the league combined at the top today. The classic Liverpool side: Trent, Robbo, Van Dijk, Gomez, Alisson, Fabinho, Henderson. I think Widge was in there as well, and then obviously you've got Mane, and you've got Salah, and you've got Firmino as well, making up the 3. So Henderson, early doors here, into Wijnaldum. There's Widge. As I said before, he's definitely in that lineup. Back to Fabinho. Fabinho, loads of room. Salah. Some of the boys said there might be a Salah masterclass this week. We'll soon see. Fabinho now with the ball again, walking with the ball. No one really pressing him. Trent with time. Back to goal though, so can't do too much with that. Has to go back to Fabinho to Henderson. Henderson now back to goal as well. Just walking around. Bit of pressure from West Brom here and there, but not enough to do anything yet. Firmino, the ball through to Wijnaldum. Wijnaldum charged down on goal. Can he get the shot off here? Blocked by Diagana. Still out wide. Still with the chance. Wijnaldum pulls it back. Robertson unmarked. Don't want to do it on the edge with a cross. Maybe now. Diagana the tackle. It's a great tackle in the end, and he puts it over and wide, out for a throw-in. Impressive work so far from Liverpool. Moving the ball around a lot. 72% of the ball really is controlling the play here. Yeah, let's see what happens. They're really, really good, really strong. I think they're probably really going to make some more chances soon. We're half an hour in though. Expected goal 0.2. Only 1 shot on target of 2 total. West Brom keeping Liverpool out at the moment. They've both got a booking as well. So a bit of a cagey opening from the start of Liverpool here. You would have thought they'd do better at this point. Robbo out towards Henderson. Henderson plays it wide now to Salah. Salah to Hendo. Hendo looks up. Can he see anyone running through? He can. It's Wijnaldum. 1-on-1 with the keeper. Goal. Wijnaldum. What a goal. That Mazzella roll. Running through the middle. Unbelievable work from Liverpool there. Wijnaldum is something that makes Liverpool tick for me. He's a really, really good midfielder. Always been world class for Netherlands as well. Great finisher of the ball when he gets a chance as well. Really, really happy for him there. Yeah, I mean it was coming, wasn't it? It was always coming. And you've got to appreciate the exceptional football there. Okay, and we're out again with Robertson, I imagine, on the throw-in. Yep, 32 minutes in. Diagana heads away, only as far as Virgil van Dijk, who picks it up. Getting pressured now though, so has to put it back in towards Robertson quite quickly. Back to goal, feeds it over with his right foot to Mo Salah at the back post. Can he score? 1-on-1 with the keeper, it's near post. And Johnston, not his best moment at all there from Sam Johnson, and it's easy for Salah. And we said there might be a Salah masterclass, but I think I'm more of a Robbo masterclass. So right-footed in-swinging cross towards the back post. Salah there picks it up, slots home. As you can see, Van Dijk again into Robertson. Robertson, one touch, over, great cross, left back not to be seen. Salah is there though, sticks it in the near post, past Johnson. And yes, it's not Sam Johnson in goal, is it? It's Van der Voort in goal, sorry. Getting used to their normal lineup. Okay, fantastic stuff. Moving forward now a little bit, and 35 minutes on the clock. We've got expected goals of 0.7 for Liverpool, which shows that not really created too much, but when they have, it's just been easy for them. Expected, really, they've got, I mean, it's more coming from West Brom defensive areas by the sounds of that expected goals, but I mean, expected goals doesn't mean too much on FM. And we are 6-5 on target for shots for Liverpool and 1-0 for West Brom. 67% ball, 93% passes completed compared to West Brom's 80. Liverpool very, very, very comfortable at this point. Half time, 2-0, not much more to say. Midfield control at 7.3s for both centre mids, Robbo, and a 7 for Firmino there, who's holding the ball well by the looks of it. Gomez, Yokosulu picking up book into the first half, and Asamoah there with an early booking in the second half here. We're over an hour and a half of the recording now, as Maitland-Niles picks up a booking as well, so that's the booking number 4 of the game. And we cut to a highlight here. Delph right back there at left back on the corner flag. A friend goes to Yokosulu. Yokosulu feeds it up the line. Cavani there. Cavani, obviously ex-Man United man, will look for a goal today. Be really happy to get himself one. Runs past Fabinho like he's not there. Sticks it across to Diagana, but Robertson cuts out expertly. Wijnaldum. Looks like he can give way to the defenders again here. Through the middle, come off defender. Back to Firmino. Henderson tackled. He's messing around with the ball there. Lopez not enough to clear it. Salah. Bobby Firmino. Lopez tackles. Falls to Salah. Salah one-on-one. Sticks it to Mane, and it's a goal. Another great bit of work from Salah. It's great work around from the boys there indeed. Yes, it's impressive work for Liverpool again. 3-0. So this like Liverpool really very comfortable, very controlled, very concise, very clever, very cute as well. 3-0, yeah, good stuff. You can see here Salah kind of canned off a lot of legs. Lopez at the tackle, kind of fell off Firmino, and Salah had an easy one. Saw Mane charging through that back line there, and yeah, just fed it through to him there. And he knew where Mane was going to be there, Salah, and poked it through with his left foot. Look at all them greens and the attacking 5 there for Liverpool. Plus with Robbo there as well on a 7.2. Yeah, I mean, Van der Voort's clearly done his thing because it's 7 shots on target and only 3, so obviously made 4 saves there. Cavani goes for a chance there. Caelan Grant with a chance, and it's a goal. Cavani knocks it down. Caelan Grant with a goal. Yeah, great football. I don't know if that's going to go to VAR there, but it's a lifeline for West Brom there. And it was Van Dijk's missed header that's caused pay for that there. Don't think he'll be too happy that one. Let's have a look. Yeah, Van Dijk poor in the air. Cavani behind him, gambled and headed it back across, and it's gone in. Yeah, very tight there, and yeah, it's gone in. But yeah, really simple stuff in the end. I think for Caelan Grant there, he kind of gobbles them up really all the time. He's a big lad in the air. Like he's good in the air. He's there. Cavani again, decent in the air. Good header on him as well. It's 2 combined really well there. Cavani now looking to move forward. West Brom had a chance. It kind of gets him back, but Fabinho is there and pushes him well out. And Alisson moving forward, goes to Gomez's feet, back towards Alisson. Alisson running back towards his goal. Almost a dodgy moment there. Puts it out towards Trent. Trent as far as Hendo. Hendo to Salah. Salah looks it up. Henderson again. Out towards Trent, attacking that right hand side. Never plays it right back, that man, does he? Salah, inside, cuts it, back off the man. Not enough. Salah, back to Trent. Trent is in the box. Henderson's there. Jordan Henderson with the header. Slaps it into the net. How do you like them apples? Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Jordan Henderson with a goal. Headed goal. Not very often we say that. And yeah, excellent stuff. We're really happy with that. Henderson. It's a great header. Really good header. That's great work. Yeah, so Liverpool 4-1 up. It's comfortable, really. There's not much more to say. West Brom disappointing. They'll look to do better in future games. Liverpool's always a tough game to go to on FM, especially at Anfield. Not in real life at the moment, for one reason or another. People make up their own mind. Fabinho joining Lopez in the bookings there. Last 13 minutes or so, I think it might be a bit of a possession here now. Liverpool 62% possession, 91% passing again, still just keeping hold of it. West Brom 2 shots, 5 in total, 2 on target. Kellen Grant looks good, Cavani's look good. They've all tried to give their football the best they can give it. West Brom haven't disgraced themselves here. A couple of errors here and there, should have done better in a couple of places, but yeah, no, I think West Brom just weren't quite good enough today, but they'll challenge other teams for sure. Grimmets' team is looking pretty decent indeed. And I think they got that win in week 1, and they think they might win the cup as well. So I mean, definitely up there for the season. I think Quayson come off the bench there, tackled by Fabinho. He needs to be careful not to get himself. Fabinho. I don't know. He needs to make sure he doesn't get sent off there. Anyway, I digress. Henderson on a booking as well. Jota, man, comes onto the bench. Mane looks to go across the box here towards Diogo Jota. It's blocked, falls to Salah, and it's 5-1 to Liverpool. Excellent stuff from Liverpool. Salah with 2 goals and a couple of assists as well, I think, in this game. Really, really strong. Really, really strong. Yeah, you can't argue anything we just seen there. And I think Liverpool again making pay. Draw off the bench for Firmino there. Mane after Burners passes man easy back to Jota, squares across to Salah. That 3 combines like absolute magic there. And yeah, great stuff. Jota looking a very handy little striker there indeed. Last 4 or 5 minutes here. Expected goals 2 to 0.6, and we've got a 5-1 scoreline. 10 shots, 15 total, 10 on target. Andy Robertson joins Henderson, Fabinho, and Gomez in the book for Liverpool. A lot of bookings here, 4 each. God. You can see Henderson on an 8.1. They'll probably get man of the match. Van Dijk, Gomez, all on decent ratings. Full-time whistle was pretty much about to come. Looking at the West Brom team, no one's really done anything really other than Grant, Cavani, and the keeper. The rest have been a bit disappointing. 5-1. Flat as Liverpool in a way, but also, I mean, it shows the control and the level above that West Brom they are. But yeah, I think West Brom shouldn't be too down beat by that 5-1. It's a bit of a harsh result, but they'll come back and they'll cause issues for other big teams. I think going forward at least. Formation probably let them down again a bit too open in that midfield when they got 3 midfielders to the kind of 1 in Yokosulu who can only do so much, and it kind of pulled Pierre back a little bit as well and made sure they couldn't really create much at all. Okay, so moving into the last game of the day. This is the one that FM said would be the game of the week, the one to watch, the highlighted game. Manchester United versus Chelsea. Chelsea looking like the favourites here. Drawing Man United wins also looking particularly likely. Chelsea off to an absolute stinker with a loss in the first week. Let's see how they can get on in this one. They need the win here desperately. If they lose 2 to start off with, that's not going to be a great start for Jobber at all. And yeah, let's play the game and let's see how it goes. Man United kicking off with Martial in towards Maguire to start off with. When the highlight ends, we'll get the formations up for you here so you can have a little nosy at who's playing who and where. But yeah, let's see how it goes. I'm expecting a close game here. I think I'm going to go for 2-1 United, just to kind of rub the salt into Chelsea's wounds here, I think, for them. Okay, well, we're moving to a pretty steady start to the game. Chelsea still holding the ball. Highlight yet to finish. Hudson-Odoi out this side, replacing the injured Pulisic, I believe. Thiago Silva with the ball, nearly caught out by Martial there. Kante, the ever-present, in the middle. Havertz. Werner. Back to Havertz. Easy to ball. Can they finish? De Gea with the save. Havertz will be kicking himself there. Wow, that should have been a goal, I think, for me there. Personally, that's not great football at all. In terms of the finish from Havertz there, you can see the Chelsea lineup there. Man United here, both playing a 4-2-3-1. Shot horror for no one. And De Gea picking up the decent rating of 6.8 already after that big save from Havertz, who's on a 6.8 as well. Werner creating a lot by the looks of it, or kind of playing a lot of balls through the middle of it by the looks of it anyway, with 6.9 there to start off with. Okay, and we're moving on to the 16th minute now. Game of the day has been a bit of a boring one compared to the others so far. We move forward though with Maguire, Pogba, back to Maguire. Pogba still got it. Maguire again. Can you put between him? More than two players in this game, I think, boys. McTominay to Bruno Fernandes, walks past Kovacic, cut out by Hudson-Odoi. Chilwell back there. I think Green was asleep in there, but again, sleeping is Havertz. Players sleeping all over the place today. And it's Bruno in towards Rashford. Rashford the chance. Can he score? What a goal! 1-0. Man United catching out Chelsea after both teams fell asleep a little bit there between them. And yeah, you can't argue with that, can you? Absolutely brilliant stuff there. And I mean, that was a great goal at the end of the day. They've picked up the ball in the middle of the park. Greenwood sleeping. Hudson-Odoi, Chilwell sticks it in towards Havertz. Sleeping. Poor pass as well. Bit weak. Bruno always there. Rashford loads acres of space. Doesn't miss those, does he? Smash past the keeper right-footed. Easy stuff. Okay, 23 minutes left on the 23 minutes played, and game still just kind of eking out, waiting for something to happen. Really, other than that Rashford chance, not really had an overly exciting game. Havertz miss in the first half. We look at the possession-wise, Chelsea just about edging it. Passes completed a bit lacklustre from United in the 90s for Chelsea. That's good. Corners both pretty level. Shots on target exactly one each. Expected goals really low for United again, proving that they just nicked that goal off Chelsea. Chelsea sleeping. Chelsea probably looking to get back into this game though, because they appear to be probably the better side. More possession, more passes completed, more corners, or the same amount of corners. Fouls letting them down a little bit though. They're probably breaking up the play for themselves more than anything, slowing the game down, allowing United to hold on to it. Okay, we're moving in a little bit forward now towards the 44th minute. Half time on the horizon. A Cuadrado yellow card maybe puts his game a little bit in danger, but the rest of the defence, I mean, across their board, there everyone on 6 for 8, 6.7s ish. So yeah, really good stuff. Promes with a corner in towards Kante of all players in the box, and it's come out. Hudson-Odoi on the edge, playing that Paul Scholes-esque role, hanging off the edge there. Thought it might have fallen to him a little bit earlier than it did. Pushed down the line now. Skips past his man. Easy ball into the middle for Timo Werner. Can he score? Oh, I don't know. Free header. A whisker away. Hudson-Odoi even a hell of a cross there. Had a bit of play from him there, but really, really poor from Timo Werner there. And yeah, he's let himself down. Lindelof, Thiago Silva, Bruno, all the players in green so far, all playing a fairly decent game. Game's yet to lie. We had a couple of half chances from United by the looks of it. Chelsea had two really good chances and fluffed them both. One going straight into the keeper's arms from Havertz at point blank range, really, and Werner there with a free header, sticks over the bar there as well. So moving on to 60 minutes though. Chilwell looking to put the ball into the box to try and cause United some issues. Kante to Kovacic. Kovacic through to Hudson-Odoi. He might be offside. Cut out. Maguire's there to block it though. Lindelof hooks away again, straight over the defence. So it looks like no, Thiago's there, and Thiago Silva collects it calmly over to Rudiger. Rudiger back to the keeper, and look to reset through Kepa here. Nice little triangle of football there. Martial keeping the pressure there though, so he's always there. There's no easy pass across the box. Kante getting forced down by McTominay here. Has to go back to Thiago Silva, who's seen a lot of the ball in this game. Playing a decent game though, Thiago Silva. 6 out long. Bit wasted though really, because the man was never going to get there. Wan-Bissaka picks it up, gives it to Maguire, in towards Pogba, back to Maguire. Maguire ever present for United. 6-0 to Wan-Bissaka, who finds a great ball through the middle to Martial. Rashford over on that side again, no one marking him. I think that might be Reece James on that side to let himself go again. Rashford looks to pull it back, beats his man, doesn't go down. Cross, near post. Flicks it up past Kepa Arrizabalaga in goal. And on 59-59, we have got Manchester United 2-0 up against Chelsea in the game of the day. Martial puts the ball through after a brilliant Wan-Bissaka ball across the pitch. No one there to pick it up, not like Kante at all. And then Martial making sure James pay for that out of position, over-attacking right back that he got there. He skipped past one, skipped past two, and flicked it past Kepa in goal. Cheeky from Rashford. Next level. Rashford on 18 and 60 minutes. Rudiger and Silva still on high ratings despite both getting skinned in that process. Bruno on a 7.2, Rashford there, Lindelof playing well. Martial deserves a better rating for me. He's had a good game, and Wan-Bissaka, I mean, 6.9, he's had a good game as well. Okay, so Chilwell on the touchline again with a throw-in towards Hudson-Odoi again, who appears to come over to this left side, maybe in the middle now. Chilwell moving forward confidently to Werner, who should be in the box here really, not really hanging on the edge. He's put it over towards Cuadrado, however. Left back, where are you? Not being seen. Cuadrado sticks it across. Promes. Werner. Block. Promes. Oh, bodies on the line for United. Hell of a defence there from Lindelof. Again, saving United. Kante robs it off the man. Cuadrado. Cross goal. Maguire heads away. Corner ball. Is it potentially going to roll? Think it might go out for a throw in. That'll probably be a Chilwell throw in on the near side for Chelsea here. Okay, yeah, not too much there. United looking really strong on the ratings, though. Again, being nice and happy with this. We're nearly on to 2 hours of the stream now, of the video even, whichever one you're going to watch it on. We're probably going to put this on YouTube at this point because it's going to get quite loud by the time we actually get it up online. Okay, so we are 74 minutes on the clock. I think the highlights definitely might be the way to go for 2 hours into the stream. Maguire, David De Gea, Lindelof sticks it out wide to Wan-Bissaka, keeps it in just Greenwood there to pick up the header. Again, Chelsea kind of sleeping, no one really pressuring on. Martial now through on goal, beats the back line. The chance, Kepa the save, Rudiger there to clear it up. No pressure there from anyone else from United, which is a bit of a shame, but Martial chase it down, forces Rudiger to clear, panicking. Teller's picked up at the left wing back position there and can just hold on to it for a minute, I think. United looking like they've kind of done a bit of a smash and grab job here, really, though. They've not looked overly impressive, but nor Chelsea. But United, just every time they get the ball forward, they're making United pay. And I mean, Rudiger's on a booking now, so that's not going to help that right hand side of the pitch with both defenders on that side booked. Speaking of the right hand side booking, Wan-Bissaka's got himself one now as well, but moves on to a 7 rating, so he won't be too bothered about that. That's one that John would have preferred him not to get. And we're moving towards the end of the game now here. United still control this for a 2-0. I mean, both teams expected a goal here, but I mean, Chelsea haven't turned up offensively really, and they had a couple of chances, but United the saves, box on the line. Wan-Bissaka crossed it in. Jimenez beats Silva in the air. Silva obviously not the biggest, and Jimenez again there. Bruno back to him again. Wan-Bissaka hooks it in towards that post. Cuadrado clears, and as far as Pogba. 1 hour 57.5 minutes on the clock now for the stream. Will we finish before 2 hours? Pogba. Probably not if this highlight carries on. We're on a 93rd minute highlight. It's through. Jimenez, 1-on-1 with the keeper. Defence sleeping, and it's a goal. Bish, bash, bosh. They've cleared up. Fernandes with another world-class assist. And, yeah, that's incredible work, isn't it? It really is really strong. Bruno putting through Jimenez. I think that's his first goal for United. Look at that. Pogba, the midfield is working so well between them there. Fullback's really pressing on. Squeezing Chelsea back. Jimenez finds a gap in the defence. Trying to mark quite a few different runs there, and yeah, he stops at home. He doesn't miss from that far out. He's turned his man beautifully, and yeah, really strong game for United there. Chelsea struggling, like I said before in the chat. There is a team in the mud, and it could well be Chelsea. If they lose another, questions might start to be asked early on. We know how Roman Abramovich just does not like losing. He doesn't accept anything other than the best. So yeah, not good at all. Okay, so that'll be the end of that game, so we'll cut that there as well. Okay, so that is pretty much all from this week, guys. I'm just going to bring up the injury table here, so you can see the injuries here, all the new injuries. There are a couple of teams with more there, like Newcastle, but they've only got 1 or 2 days left, so they will be back for the next fixture. So you've got a couple of new ones in there. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, hamstring strain, yet to be confirmed how long he could be out for. I'd expect 4 to 6 weeks for that, though. Everton gaffer. Lamptey still out for another 12 or so days. Pulisic for 4 more weeks. Holt could be about another 10. Anthony Robertson has got a day out for a twisted knee, but I think he's also got that ban for that red card. Edna Stevens for 4 weeks, still not looking good for the Sheffield team there. They need to sort out that back line. Sanson Troyer out for 2 to 4 weeks. Son misses 8 days. Reguilon could be out longer with a pulled thigh, potentially a month out for Reguilon with that, I would have thought. Dwight McNeil 1 to 5 days. Matt Hummel's still got 3 weeks left. 9 days to 3 weeks. I mean, it's quite some time, but I'll keep you informed, Grim, FM on his progress. And obviously you've got Sterling out for 1 more day. Cancelo and Ederson will still be back for the next game. I wouldn't risk Ederson in the next game personally, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Okay, we'll bring up the results from everyone today. So there's results 1 and 2. All the goals scored on the screen there. As you can see, really good game week. I think we had 37, 38 goals, loads of hat tricks, braces, 4 from Aubameyang there, loads of goals. 4 or 5 games with 5 goals, 1 game with 6 goals. So yeah, really strong. We love to see it. And we'll put these away, and we can have a look at the table. As you can see here, Liverpool sitting top, Arsenal, Man United, Wolves, Spurs, Everton, Leeds, all up there in the top 7, unbeaten so far, the top 6 teams. And then teams without a win so far: Chelsea, Newcastle, Sheffield and Fulham. Obviously you've got some teams that are white in there because their managers are still on holiday from the day, because I can sim them all on holiday. And that way the system manager controls your team with how you set it up. Top goal scorers in the league, we've got Spurs on 7, Liverpool on 7. Top conceders, we've got 7 goals against for both Fulham and Chelsea here, so not great starts from them. The only team yet to score in the league is Fulham, and no one is yet to keep 2 clean sheets. So that's good as well. But yeah, good stuff. And then a few player stats as well here. So we'll have a look at the few player stats here. Aubameyang leading the way on goals. Willian with the most assists. I think that's 5-0 competitions though. Zlatan up there for goals. Son, Rashford, Watkins, Salah all on 3. Harvey Barnes and Team have earned 2 each. Likovic with the least conceded. Obviously he's got 0 goals conceded in one game, with 1 clean sheet there as well. Most tackles and most dribbles that got really good from Southampton. Really good work. Was that Southampton? It might be. I'm not too sure. But United are up there as well. Suso looks like he's done well. Pass completion. Boateng not ever wasteful at the back there. So that's strong. Really good stuff. Moving on towards the team stats. You can see here, so most points per game, got 3 of 6 teams on that. Goals 7, Liverpool and Spurs. Fewer shots, Southampton just not conceding them shots, not conceding the shots most possession as well, so it's good. West Ham have loads of shots, need to start converting into some more goals if they're going to get the points though. Fulham with best passing, so looking like they're doing the good stuff. They haven't quite got the results going their way. Sheffield not making those tackles, but the defence is still poor, that's probably why. And yeah, you've got a lot of teams on clean sheets with fewers conceded there as well. West Ham with the most dribbles made, 13. Doesn't seem that high really, to be honest, but yeah, it is what it is. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's pretty much all we've got time for this week. We've gone 2 hours and 2 minutes and 4 seconds, so yeah, really good week for this one, guys. Really enjoyed doing this stream, this video. Quite a long one. I think we'll cut it down just to the goals. I think next time we do like to see the penalty missed and stuff like that, but it's quite a long one. We just have like maybe the really really key highlights that you get in the all matches played. I think we did like the last match of the day that you can find on the stream and the VODs and stuff like that. Yeah, but yeah, take care, guys, and we'll see you for the next one. I need all your fixtures, your teams for your fixtures in the next coming days. Get them into your lounges, and yeah, if we can get them on for the cups, and I'll look to do that probably on Monday or Tuesday. Probably have 3 days before the next game, including today, just to get more bits sorted for the next match of the day and stuff. But well done, guys. Take care and peace.